guys, it's such a nice day today, so I'm cracking out the summer tops. Oh yeah. So today's video is going to be a top 10 drugstore products video. I haven't done one of these in ages, or like a drugstore video or a top 10 video or any of the sorts. So I thought I'd show you my favourite products from the drugstore, and if you are just starting out with makeup, or if you just love makeup like me and want some new things to go and buy, then definitely listen to my favourites. So I'm putting my money on the fact that probably the majority of you know two of the products that are going to be in this video, and they're these two. These are the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour matte. This is the foundation, this is the primer. I think this is the best foundation I've ever tried in my entire life. I have a hell of a lot of foundations. I don't know how many I have. I'm probably going with about 30, yeah, I know, and this one, out of all of the high-end and drugstore foundations that I have, is my absolute favourite. It gives me a really nice coverage all over my face. It's practically full coverage. I then just apply a tiny bit of concealer, but it majorly is full coverage. It lasts the entire day on me. It never breaks down. The foundation always looks perfect at the end of the day. The colour of this is perfect for me. This is the colour 11 Vanilla. It just matches me perfectly. I've got it on now. And I also used this in the summer last year in like a really dark shade because I was super tanned last summer. And I used it then and it suited me then as well. Like obviously not this shade, a different shade. But it was perfect in the summer too. I just think it's an amazing foundation. The primer as well is one that I absolutely love. This is such a good primer. I use it into every foundation that I kind of wear, even if it's not that one, which is the majority of the time it is that one, but I use this every single time I apply makeup. I just love it. It's a really nice silicone-y feel on the face. It makes your skin feel really, really smooth. Everything goes on really nicely on top of it, and 100% it makes the foundation last a lot longer and the rest of the makeup last longer. These two together are just an absolute power couple. They are fab. So the next product is one that I don't think I've ever even talked about on my channel, and this is this, which I don't actually know the name of it because it doesn't say on the packaging, it's rubbed off, but it's by Makeup Revolution. It's one of the foil eyeshadows. I know Stila came out with a load of foil eyeshadows, but they're really, really expensive. I think they're really expensive what they are. I think they're like £30 per eyeshadow, which is a really expensive. These are a lot cheaper. I will put all the prices of everything down below, but these are a lot cheaper. This is in the colour Black Diamond, and it's a really pretty like grey silvery shade. On a night out, this is a lifesaver. I will literally quite often get this and apply it all over my lid on a night out, and then blend like a normal shadow into the crease of this basically, and it just makes such a smoky eye look. It looks perfect. It stays in place all night, and it just looks so good in photos, and I just adore it. Basically what you do is like a mousse shadow, so you scrape out some of it from the like pot, pop it on this little metal tray that you get given when you buy the shadow, and then you mix it with this, which is like it says awesome liquid eye primer. So you mix the shadow and the thingy together on this tray, and I think I do normally like 1 or 2 drops of this, mix them together, normally I don't know, with like a cotton bud or something, and then I just go with my finger and pop it onto my eye, and it is just amazing. Like seriously, if you've never tried these, you definitely need to. I've only got this shade. I do want to get like the is it like a rusty kind of like, I don't know, brown shade, which I think would look really nice. But this for a night out, I'm not even joking, is an absolute lifesaver. Let's go for another predictable product. It's the Makeup Gallery Pro Liquid Liner. Now, I know you can't get this in typical drugstores, but it's classed as drugstore. It's £1 for Christ's sake. You can get this in the UK from Poundworld. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'll double check, I will put it down below. Makeup Gallery is Poundworld's like makeup line, and I tried this eyeliner out on an absolute whim about a year ago, and oh my god, it is amazing. It's my favourite liquid liner ever. It stays on all day. It does not smudge on me. It goes on so nicely. I really like the brush. Everything about it is perfect. If you still haven't given this a go and you've heard me rave about it again and again and again, go and give it a go, because honestly for £1 it's so good. Then the next thing I'm going to talk about is something I've discovered really recently, and this is the Miss Sporty Perfect Stay 10-Hour Liquid Concealer. Now I would normally have shoved the Lasting Perfection by Collection concealer in here. This one, in my opinion, is beating it at the moment. I love this. I think it's really, really good. I really like it on my skin. I really like the colour personally for me. This is #1 light, and it's perfect to kind of like go with my foundation. It's perfect like match to the rest of my skin. Whereas I've said this a few times, I feel like the collection Lasting Perfection one, #1, well, whatever the #1 is, I think it's #1 light, for underneath my eyes, it's absolutely fine, and it's like really brightening, but it's really, really light. And number 2 is like orange, so I never really understand it, whereas this one's a perfect shade for me. It covers everything I want it to cover. The only thing I would say is obviously they don't do a shade lighter than this, so if you have got really pale skin, or if you do want it for kind of like highlighting underneath your eyes, you can't really use it, because obviously this is number 1, and this matches my actual regular skin tone, not like a brightening, really white concealer. I just really like this. I think it's really cheap. I think it's about £2.99, and it's not spoken enough. I heard about it from Gabby's videos, because I think she did a sponsored video with them, and she was talking about it, and I was like, I'm going to give that a go, and it's actually really good. Again, another product that's not necessarily in the UK's drugstore, but it's the same kind of price range, is Kiko. Now, I love Kiko products. They're up there with one of my favourite makeup brands. I own a hell of a lot from them, and I think their blushes are one of the best products that they have. Their blushes are as good as high-end blushes, in my opinion. I do own a lot of drugstore blushes, but I much prefer high-end blushes, personally, for me. I don't know why, I just feel like they blend a lot nicer on my skin, whereas I find some drugstore blushes can look a little bit patchy on my skin, and just I'm not the biggest fan of them, whereas this is so nice on the skin. These are the Colour Veil blushes, but I've also got a couple from their limited edition collections, and all of their blushes that I've ever tried, I've got about 4 or 5 from all different like ranges, and they're all really, really nice. This one is in number 6. It's just a really pretty like rosy colour, and as I say, I love the brand. I love everything they sell. Like, I haven't brought stuff from Kiko in a while, because I kind of brought from Kiko before it came to the UK. We go to Italy every year on holiday, and so I always used to buy from there, because it's an Italian makeup brand, and it came to the UK, and I kind of already had a lot of the stuff, so then I wasn't so into the hype, because I'd already kind of got the majority of everything, if you get what I mean. I'd already tried everything, but I will be doing another kind of like Kiko shop shortly. But yeah, anyway, really like this. Mascara wise, this is the best mascara I've ever tried. This is the Maybelline Last Sensational Mascara. The packaging is horrible on this now. It's gone all patchy and horrible, and I need a new one. This one's dried out quite a lot, and I have been using like other mascaras. Today I used Benefit's They're Real, and honestly it was just horrendous in comparison to this. I was like, what is this mascara doing? Because I was just missing this one so much. I just love it. I think it's so good. I have pretty long eyelashes already, so I never really go for something that's lengthening. I always want something that volumizes. This just seems to do everything. It volumizes to the extent that I want it to. It doesn't give you like horrible clumpy eyelashes. It gives you a lot of length at the same time. It just makes everything perfect, and it looks nice all day. I find mascaras sometimes can drop and your lashes just don't look great for the rest of the day, whereas this one just all day looks fab. One of my favourite new discoveries is this Revolution palette. It's the Makeup Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in the colour Ultra Fair. Now, if you are looking for good drugstore products, and if you are younger and you don't want to spend that much on makeup, or if you're just looking for a good drugstore alternative, this is amazing. The contour on this is a perfect shade. All of like the writings come off it already that said contour on it. But yeah, the contour is perfect. The highlight is really pretty too. On a regular basis, I do use my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, or my Mary Luminizer highlighter, because they're just the ones that I prefer. But this one is really nice, and I have used it. And the blush on this is perfect. I absolutely adore the blush shade. I think it's so pretty. And it just gives you a really nice flush cheek. This is so good. I think it was about £3.99 for all of these like products together, and I just think it's phenomenal, basically. Makeup Revolution as a brand has, I think, really changed the drugstore makeup like game a little bit. It's so cheap, and I think for quite a while it was just like Rimmel, Maybelline, L'Oreal. They were kind of like had the game, whereas now there's been a lot of like smaller brands like Sleek, Makeup Revolution, MUA in a way, like Miss Sporty, kind of brands that have just come out and I don't know, just have changed it a little bit. And Makeup Revolution just obviously, I know they copy a lot of different brands and they copy a lot of the different palettes, but honestly they have some fab products, and this one is one of the best. Now, one of my favourite eyeshadows, not even from the drugstore, just all time, is this one from H&M Beauty, and it's in the colour Paradise Lost. It is so pretty. I'll do a close-up so you can see all the prettiness of it, but it's a really pretty like iridescent-y pinky champagne colour, and I saw Gabby wear like, I don't know, like a shimmery pinky shade a while ago when I looked, and it just looked really pretty, so I was like on the hunt to find something like it, and I found this one a while ago now, and I just love it. I think it's so pretty. It looks really nice. Oh my god, Siri's just been recording everything that I was saying. Anyway, I know I put this all over my lid and then blend like a brownie shade into my crease, and I just think it looks so pretty. It's my go-to eyeshadow look, like if I don't know what to wear, and I just love it. It's really good. Then the last thing is this Rimmel lip liner. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of drugstore lip products. I have a lot of them, but lip products wise, I think that high-end do beat drugstore. Just with like the formulas, the textures, the colours specifically. Like MAC lipstick colours are so much better like than drugstore. Like personally for me, I always wear MAC. Like I very rarely will wear a different lip colour just because of the colour range. Like at the moment, I'm loving my brown nudes and like my Kylie Jenner like Kim Kardashian like lip shades, and so I always will go to MAC. I just always wear MAC lipsticks because of that. Like in the drugstore, I don't think they're great with keeping up with the trends of lip colours. Like for example, I tried out these Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipsticks, which if you want me to do first impressions on them, then please comment down below and let me know. But I really wasn't impressed by them. The colours like in the tubes look really like Kylie Jenner-y. I know people don't like that term, but you know what I mean. And on the lips, they're just not that kind of shade. So, and also they were like supposed to be a matte liquid lipstick and they weren't at all. So I don't know, rant over, but I just think drugstore lipsticks aren't fab. However, this one is the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the colour East End Snob, and this is such a nice shade. I really like it. I love the texture of this lip liner. In my last products not worth the hype video, I mentioned that I don't really like MAC's lip liner, and the only reason for it, I love the colour, but the only reason I don't like it is because of the texture of the lip liner. This one is so nice, it's so creamy, it doesn't drag on your lips or anything like that. I just love it. The shade's really pretty as well, and I really like this with a bit of lip gloss over the top. So that is the end of my video. They're the top 10 things from the drugstore that I love to use and I would really recommend you guys going and buying. I'll link everything down below with the prices and stuff. I always regret saying that when I edit the video. I'm like, oh, I've got to now link everything down below. Well done, Jess. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, then please do. I would love you to be part of our little family on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.